Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you care.
The loss of a loved one is not an easy thing to go through, especially by yourself, but we're here to encourage you, to let you know that you're not alone.
Absolutely. Serving the greater Indianapolis community since 1999, Brooks Place provides support groups, therapy services, and community education to help families during the grieving process. Here to educate us more on the topic is Outreach Director of Brooks Place, Montana Isaacson. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
What an amazing just effort in its own. We all know grief is hills and valleys. It's a journey. It's not a destination, and it can be really overwhelming. So what was the inspiration behind starting Brooks Place?
Yeah, so Brooks Place started because we saw a need. Pam Wellington saw a need for children who were grieving, and saw that her own loved ones and family did not have a place to go when they lost one of their loved ones. And so that's kind of the inspiration behind it, of giving kids a place to learn how to grieve healthily in a healthy way. So.
As adults, we struggle with grief,
Absolutely.
Let alone being a child and not understanding why things are happening or any of that. How can a support system notice those signs of grief and the need for children to figure that out?
Yeah, so youth and children experiencing grief, it can be so isolating and scary for them. And so oftentimes their behavior gets misunderstood as something that just is wrong, but it's actually a reaction of grief. So some of those reactions can be things from changes of behavior and sleep, changes in their eating habits, being withdrawn, not engaging in those activities that they love, and not acting or engaging with their friends, and difficulty concentrating in class. Sometimes you'll get reports from teachers, hey, there's just been a shift in what they're doing in the classroom and it's really hard for them to concentrate. Sometimes it can be them coming up to you, my tummy hurts, my headache, I got this headache going on, and it's all new. So it's really important that we are able to come around them and help support them in that.
With our kids, we do so much about parenting on this show. We do so much about kids and community, but sometimes it's just really hard to know what to say, how to even bring it up to a loved one. So what does that conversation look like if we have a loved one who we think, you know what, Brooks Place might be the best place for them to go?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one thing that's helpful is just asking them, how's it going for you? This is really tough, and teach me what it's like about your grief, what you're going through. And so I think that's a great conversation starter. And then a way to plug us in there is you can just tell them about us. Hey, there's this place called Brooks Place. They work with grieving children and their family. We do have a website, brooksplace.org, that you can go to, or you can direct a family to, and they can see all our information and what services we offer.
We'll also link all of that at allindiana.tv to make it easy for everybody watching. Montana, one of the things I think sometimes happens when children are dealing with grief is parents or guardians or whoever look at it and go, well, I don't know what to do because I all of a sudden now feel like I'm failing them. Yeah. And then maybe reaching out to you makes it feel even more so because there's an intimidation factor. How do people take a step back and look at that and go, no, this might be the best option because what's happening isn't working?
Absolutely. I think, grief is so tough and it's so hard, and you don't want to feel like you're failing, and you're not failing. Grief, we all experience grief, and so it's going to happen, unfortunately. And so I think just being okay with that and knowing no, this is a place that we can reach out to and they can offer support to us. So.
This is something that will definitely have generational impact. I'm sure that you all have seen that in your work, because this is life-changing for the entire family. Yes?
Yeah, we hope it is, right? We want to come alongside. We know that children are impacted and parents are impacted as well, and so how can we support both? We're supporting your child through this and teaching them skills, but we also offer support for our parents and guardians who have lost that same loved one as well.
All Indiana family, you know what we do. We love to support. So go ahead, go to allindiana.tv. We have all the information on Brooks Place for you there. Thank you. Come back anytime.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.